you want to talk about a bot, E-Court? You want to talk about a bot? Come sit down.
Here we go. 5,
Okay.
4.
Hey, what's up, everybody? But I can't see myself. Okay. Okay, there we go. Hey. Hello, everybody. I'm your girl, Val. Here's my show, CyberSecureyou, right here on OneStream.tv. Thank you for joining me. Now, I've been gone for I think it's been like 3 weeks. Boy, time flies. And let me just tell you guys, boy, my life has been crazy. And I'm going to just give you a rundown real quick of what the hell has been going on with me, your girl, Val Forensic Gal. So I basically woke up last Thursday not feeling so well, right? Really feeling bad. Like my muscles ached. I just felt like shit. So went to the doctors and he's like, oh, you must have a flu of some sort or something. And so he's like, I'll give you some antibiotics and, some regular cough syrup, and there you go. And I'm like, well, you think you should test me for COVID? But he totally forgot. So here we come. Later on during the day, I'm just like sluggish, went down, slept in my car for a couple hours because I wasn't really trying to do anything and go anywhere or go home for that matter. And I came into the studio, came back up. We had a show going on. And so I'm sitting there, and normally I don't smoke weed at all, but I will take a few hits every now and then. And at that time, I felt like I needed to have a hit of weed just to kind of make my body feel better. And that is not what happened. I hit it. It kind of went to my head. And I was like, I don't feel right. So I stood up, and I was going to go into the other room, because we have the green room where we actually tape the recorded podcast, and then we have the other house, we call the White House, where we do live performances and stuff like that. So I was trying to get over to the White House, and I was this one. Oh, okay. I was trying to get over to the White House. I stood up, and everything it wasn't like it was spinning, but I just did not feel right, and I didn't think I could make it any further than where I was standing. So I sat back down. And then finally I was like, Val, you got to get up because you need to charge your phone. You got guests coming, da-da-da. So I get up to go, and I basically collapsed. Now, E-Core, the show that's coming out, E-Core, the homie, caught me. He has his shows coming on after mine. And I literally went in and out of consciousness like 5 times. So really quick, I tried to get up and was like, oh, let me get going, and then I would collapse. And then I'd go, come to, and then I would collapse. And then, and I think I repeated that process about 5 times. To make a long story short, they called the ambulance, they came, got to the hospital, come to find out I had COVID. And it was a very crazy experience because my whole body honestly felt like it was like trembling, okay? And I'm telling you, I can see now how individuals died due to COVID, because one of the most difficult aspects of having it for me, besides, I guess, vomiting and diarrhea and all that stuff, was breathing. Just air, okay? I felt like somebody was like literally crushing my organs down. And I had a very tough time breathing. So that is what I've been dealing with. And I would love to do a show on like the effects of having COVID, and because I was really worried about my condition after getting over it. Like, would I have lost sensibility, and movement and joints, or like would I not be able to communicate? Like, what really takes place, right? So. But that's not what we do our show about over here when you're dealing with me. We talk about cybersecurity shit. Okay, so I got a good one for you guys today. Again, this is CyberSecureyou, and I'm your host, Val. The show today the title is, What the Fuck is a Bot? I'm going to repeat that. What the fuck is a bot? Now, interestingly enough, when I was going through the cybercrime forensics, my master's program, I didn't even know what that was. I don't think it actually ever came up in my studies, interestingly enough. I only recently found out what a bot was through doing research for my show that I present to you guys. And, and I found out through having some instances with individuals on Instagram. And, I don't know in what social arena bots occur more, but I know it's damn sure very prevalent over at Instagram. So by the way, say hello to my co-host. Okay. Now, let's explain what a bot is. A bot is an internet bot. They have web bots, robots. You would think it's like some kind of robot. And Kim, who's doing her engineering, she did like a good move just a little while ago. It's like, right? You think it's like a robot. And it is to a certain extent, but it is a software application that runs, like it automatically does tasks, and you would think it's an actual human when it's not. It's just automatically programmed to do certain things, like chat with you and respond. And so you think the whole time you're talking to a human. You know how you, let's say, log on to a site and here up pops this little chat box on the side, right? And they're like, how can I help you? And I've made this mistake, and I'm like thinking I'm actually talking to a human, all right? And I'm like, yeah, I was wondering, and they come back with this lame-ass response, and I'm thinking, did you not hear my damn question? Or like, did you not read what I wrote? Unbeknownst to me, it wasn't even really a human. And this is the way we've been moving, like the way of life we've been moving into for a very, very long time, right? This has been going on for a while. It's just that I guess we weren't concerned about it as much as we are now, because now there has been victims of this botting, so to speak. Ooh, I like that, botting. And so, yeah, see this guy right here? And there's not just one. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And imagine a whole room. But you know what? I don't think there are actually like robots doing it. So like I said, it's a software application. But there are humans. They're the ones that like automate this software. They're the ones that install it, upload it, so that it can interact with us, the public, right? So imagine that robot just being an actual person, and the bot is actually the program that he's using on that computer that he has, or the laptop that he has. And there are different types of bots, okay? And mind you, I am learning this just like you guys. So again, I'm like not no techie and like I don't know technology to that extent. I know a little bit about coding. I know about Linux. I know about Slack. I know about certain things, Python and stuff like that. But I am not a techie, like an engineer that's at Twitter over there using the data to steal your information and track you down to your house and stalk you for the rest of your life type shit, okay? That's not me. Anyways, nevertheless, there are different types of bots, right? There are the chat bots. And which company is implementing chat bots? Oh, CNN and Fox News. And I actually have that picture. I be talking out of order, Kim. I'm so sorry. I had everybody, I had them put the pictures in certain order, and I'm realizing like I'm jumping the gun. But nevertheless, we got to talk about him, but we'll come back to him. CNN and there it is. So CNN, there it is. CNN and Fox News are now they have a heavy push for this bot. Like, they want us to only communicate and interact with their services through bots, and they call it chat bots. So again, if you're asking a question, you're not going to get a live human. And I do wonder when you call and you think you're talking to a human, whether or not you're really actually speaking to one, right? I mean, because sometimes they do sound so automated, and when you ask a question, you are once again going, what the hell, did you not hear what I just asked you? And so they're using it on platforms like Facebook Messenger and what else? Like I said, CNN, Fox, and Amazon's Alexa. And I wanted to give you guys an example because this is really going to be a quick show. I'm going to go into more detail about this, which I always tell you guys. I swear to God, I start a topic and I start rambling on and I give you guys a little bit of information and then I'm like, okay, we'll get back to it again next week. And I do promise you that that's what we'll do because I've been running late today. I had a lot going on, meetings and what have you. And Ecor has his show after me, but I still wanted to discuss what the fuck is a bot with the OneStream.tv family, right? So, let's see, Kim, that guy. Let me give you guys a quick example of this. After many years, I decided to get back on Instagram, right? Create my Instagram account. Doing what people do, look around, watch little videos and this, that, and the other. And here comes this guy, Ed. Now, actually, there was a few before him, but here comes Ed. And he's like, hey, beautiful. And I'm like, oh, my God, hey, And he starts telling me how he thinks I'm beautiful and this, that, and the other. So I'm like, well, how'd you find me? On a friend's page, like he was looking at somebody's page, and I guess he saw my picture or something. I liked your picture. I loved your smile, and I'm like, oh, okay, thank you. You know what I mean? At the same time, it had me skeptical because I'm like, is that all you needed to like hit up a stranger? I guess okay. And so I started looking at his stuff. Even before I responded to him, I actually went and looked at a few of his videos just to see like, who is this person? And I wish I had uploaded it, and I don't know if I'm allowed to. I have to ask Michael about that so we can show some of the videos that he did. Lips are so dry right now. But nevertheless, he's like a Christian man, okay? This man serves the Lord like myself, but I do have my faults, and I do curse, like I said, what the show's like, what the fuck is a bot, right? But I do love the Lord, nevertheless. I grew up in the church. This guy, I went and looked at his videos, and he's singing gospel, his Christian songs, but he's flexing at the same time, And I'm thinking to myself, okay, where do they do that at? Like, why do you have to, why are you, like, trying to entice us through the video, but yet you're mouthing the verse to a Christian song about how the Lord has saved you and this, that, and the other. But you're still like puffing your chest out and flexing and all this stuff. So that had me concerned. Anyway, so, you can see, wait, I be trying to do this. Okay, there we go. You see how, look how he flexing. You see that, Kim? Yeah, hand like this and, But in that video in particular, he's like literally singing a Christian song. And in all his videos, he's singing Christian music. Crazy. All right. So I start chatting with him because I thought, okay, man of God, all right, I could do that. I'm single. We can talk. Why not? You a man of God. I love the Lord. Let's do this. And, he's asking me all these questions and how long I've been single and what am I looking for and stuff like that. So I'm literally not giving him too much information, but enough information to continue a conversation with me. Like, I'm not totally standing off from this guy, right? Because I thought he was freaking sexy, right? So I'm like, okay, he's cute and what have you, I start asking him about... what he does for a living. He really was very vague with his responses. He wouldn't tell me exactly what he did. And what else about him? Anyways, I thought it was like all good until next picture. I get this. Another fake account help report. I said, oh, hell no. So what I do, right, because I'm like, for real? Look how many followers. He has 1,025 followers. 1,025 followers. So look at his, I'm sorry, y'all, my lips are like super dry, and I keep going. But anyways, he has a fake account. Somebody obviously reported this guy. Because just like he hit me up, he probably hit up a lot of other females talking about, hey, beautiful, and this, that, and the other. So he and I were actually actively speaking when this popped up. And so I hit him up and I said, hey, do you know that apparently I got a message saying that your account was fake? And I actually screenshotted that and sent that back to him saying, this is what I received. And he's like, oh, wow, somebody is using my identity and created another account, and it's fake. So as you can see in that picture, I got to get my pointing right, but as you can see in the picture up at the top there, that is him from the previous page that we just were looking at. So that is definitely him. Kim, can you go back to the last picture? Let me see. Is that name Badrick? So it says Badrick. Okay, see, so it says Ed Bryan. That's him right there. And let's go to that picture that we had up before, Kim. So this is Ed Bryan, and this is Badrick. Same dude, though. Same guy. So he acted like he was so surprised and so stunned. And here's what I actually think. It was a bot. I don't think he's actually real. I think someone found like a stock photo or some shit like that, and they're using that because he is a decent looking guy. I mean, to me, he ain't all that though. You know, he's nice looking, but and there are women out there that probably would think he's drop dead gorgeous or what have you. I mean, I thought he was cute, but he wasn't enough for me to be like, oh, let me give you all my damn information. You know what I mean? So anyways, back to the whole bot scenario. This is what has been going on when it comes to these social media sites. And I don't believe that many of us are aware that we're not actually speaking with humans. Like, you're not interacting with a physical person, a human being. You think you're talking to a human being, but it's actually a software. It's actually a program, and someone is just basically, they put the information in to respond to whatever the hell it is that you're asking. You know, because what are they trying to do? Invade your privacy. We talk about that all the time. All they're trying to do is get in your business so that they can hack your shit. So, I just really wanted to come on and do a brief because I don't really have a lot of time because I am running late today. But we are, like I said, going to revisit this whole bot information. But because I said I was going to do this, I was going to do it. And I want to give shout outs to my girl, the homie, because she, next week, she is going to be streaming the CyberSecureyou show on GGC. So that is her Gangsta Girl Chronicles. So we are going to be way more prepared, and we're going to be streaming over there. We're already, our home, of course, is onestream.tv, and we're going to bring you more cybersecurity topics and issues and address all of this. And we're going to get more into this bot stuff. But I just wanted to kind of quickly do a rundown of what this is and what's been going on, just for a case you guys aren't familiar, because I honestly was not familiar with all of this like a year ago. I wasn't familiar with what the hell a bot was. I knew about robots, and I know that they're making robots that can be in your home and clean your house, and all you got to do is sit there. I wouldn't even be surprised if my daughter has one of those, you know what I mean? Because she's a millennial, and and her husband, they are very much into. I wouldn't say they're lazy, but they're millennials. They want instant gratification. You know, my daughter's very smart, but they are into that instant gratification. So I would not be surprised if one day she's like, "Mom, meet." She has unique names for things, but meet Sam. And I'm like, "Honey, who's Sam?" This is our robot. He cleans the house and he takes the dogs out for walks. I don't know. Anyways, y'all, thank you so much for joining me. I'm so sorry that this had to be so quick, but we will be on time next week, and we will be more detailed next week, and we will discuss more cybersecurity shit right here on onestream.tv. And so I'm your host, Valerie Mitchell, and I will see y'all next week. Peace.